Zomboys. Hey everybody, welcome to Zomboys, episode wildcard? So what we did is we kind of were one episode ahead, and we kind of wanted to, we just recorded an episode, I won't say which one, and we were still kind of, we had a good time recording or whatever, and it was still early in the day, so we're like, let's knock out another one so we have an extra one in the can. Just so if we're like sick one day or not or whatever, so we don't have to worry. We're not like rushing to get ones recorded. So we were like, all right, let's watch another movie. And I kind of wanted to watch a short one because I was like, all right, I don't want to watch there was like a 3-hour one that looked good, but I didn't really want to watch that one right now. So we're like, let's find a short one.
So we found a short one and we turned it off.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
We didn't make our way all the way through it.
We looked at one and we saw a trailer. So we watched the trailer and I was like, fuck, that looks bad. We can't watch that one. Like, too bad.
Yeah, that one looked way too bad. So this one didn't have a trailer. We took a chance on it, and it was something.
It was something. Now, here's what I want to say. Should we save this for the end? I think it would be better to end it with this one.
All right, so we watched this, and we'll go into
we'll
it
talk
in a
about
little
it
bit.
later.
But then we got like 3/4 of the way through it.
We watched too much of it.
It was only 46 minutes long. We got about a half hour into it.
Yeah,
which
was too
we were
long.
like, we can't really use this for the podcast.
Yeah.
So we decided to do shorts. We went on YouTube.
Yeah, we've previously watched a few shorts, and a lot of them are really good. So we wanted to occasionally do an episode where we just watch shorts.
So we went on YouTube and
them.
found a couple shorts.
Yes.
And we have them by name, and you can find them right on YouTube. I guess we'll start with the first one that we did, which was called Turned.
Turned, yeah.
It's found on Crypt TV.
This one,
now,
yeah.
Anybody that's a horror fan, Crypt TV kind of does all kind of horror shorts, not only zombie stuff, but any kind of horror stuff. If you're a horror fan, I would suggest going and checking out Crypt TV on YouTube. I knew about them for a little while.
Yeah, I did not, but yeah, so far they have some pretty good stuff. Some of it's fine, some of it's good. But yeah, if you want to just if you're like, hey, I got 10 minutes to kill or whatever, I want to watch a zombie thing or a horror thing, it might be worth it just checking some stuff out.
No real background to this whole zombie thing, so we can't do for this particular one, what are these things? There's no real background to it.
Oh, yeah, we'll kind of just, I think for the shorts, we'll kind of just say what is happening, because, this was the longest one at 10 minutes.
Yeah, this one was 12 minutes long. It was really good.
We're going to spoil all of them, so I'm going to say whether or not I would recommend it. I would recommend this. It's kind of a touching tale.
This one was good. It got real dark at the end.
Very dark. I really liked the ending.
It was a really, really good short.
Yeah, it was.
I would check it out. The production value, the
acting was fantastic.
The acting was fantastic,
which we're not used to.
Yeah, better than some of the movies that we've watched.
Honestly, better than most of the movies we've watched. Even I don't know, but yeah, it's better than most of the movies we watch. We mostly watch shit because that's kind of our genre, unfortunately. But whatever. So
we watched Turned.
It starts out with a mother and son just outside. It's they're kind of outside in a desolate area. You can tell the apocalypse is going on or whatever. There's a lot of cuts and stuff, and then some strange. Do they know that man?
They do know that man. Is what I'll say. It seems
Probably,
like they know him. Maybe it was a neighbor or something. They don't go into the relationship. But they're staying at his house, and he has the boy. There's a mother and a little boy, and then this guy.
He pulls them inside, and he's wearing all sorts of protective gear or whatever, and they're not. And
he has the little boy stripped down to his underpants
to make sure he's not bitten.
And then he says to the mother that if either of them get bitten, he won't hesitate to pretty much shoot them in the head.
Yeah, he seems very paranoid. It seems like maybe he's keeping them there.
Yeah, because as it goes on, she's kind of so. As it goes on, it definitely seems that way. That he's keeping them there and kind of
not really sure why.
Yeah, it's never kind of gone into.
No, but
she goes into the back room with her son, and she lifts up her shirt. And you can see on her side she was bitten.
She got bit, yeah.
And she's bleeding and oozing blood pretty good.
So she's kind of unsure what to do, and is worried for her son, obviously, because now her son's going to be left alone with this man, who seems bad. she says to her son, like, do you remember, like, the rules, what to do? Like, don't talk to people unless we know them, whatever. She says something about, like, do you remember the place he didn't want us to go? I want you...
Yeah, the place with all the lights on that he didn't, that he kept us from going to. I want you to go there. That's a good place.
Yeah.
But doesn't, like, delve into, like, we don't know what it was. Could have been a hospital. Could have been a police station.
Yeah.
Could have been anything.
We're assuming it's someplace that's safe. And
Yeah.
that he wanted company, but he didn't want to go out there. I don't know, something.
So, she tells him, listen, we're going to play hide and seek.
Yeah, she's having, like, there's a nice, like, cutting between, like, her terrible, like, situation, like, this dark, gross room, they're disgusting looking, and then it, like, cuts between that and, like, her past, like, her family. Yeah,
cuts into flashbacks a lot.
Cuts back to, like, her playing hide and seek with them, like, in, like, this beautiful, picturesque, like, house, and it's, like, it seems very nice.
And so she says that they're going to play hide and seek, and while she's explaining that, she's also packing his backpack with, like, food, some canned goods, some water, things like that. Yeah, a banana is in there.
Eat the banana first.
And she tells him to go hide somewhere and count to 100. She's going to close her eyes.
Yes.
So she closed her eyes, and he begins to count to 100 and tells her no peeking. And it sounds like he leaves the room. And she waits a little bit, and at that point she calls in the guy that's there to try and, like, sexually seduce him, it seems like.
Yeah.
And she has a knife that she stored in her pants.
Yeah.
So you're kind of putting two and two together at this point, and you're like, okay, well, she's bit. She's going to try and kill this guy so her son can get away.
Yeah.
And she also is going to try and, like, lock herself in this room so she doesn't attack her son, obviously.
Yeah, so she goes, lock the door. There's a key on the dresser. Lock the door.
At first, he's, like, not interested in it at all.
Yeah.
At first, he's like, no, like, it's not like that. And then she kind of pushes the issue, and then he's like, okay, yeah, let's bang.
Actually, I think because she said something about the son, and I think he was like, no, it's not like that. Like,
well, she was like, oh, well, I know why you put up with the son, like, insinuating, like, it's because you want to have sex with me. He's like, oh, no, it's not like that.
I honestly
then,
thought...
like, tried to, like, walk away.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was something about wanting to bang the son. Maybe,
no.
Maybe that was just me? You didn't get that?
No, I didn't get that at all.
Okay, that could have just been me.
You. So...
If we ever put out this ep and you watch this, let me know. Let me know what you think. I'm curious.
So he, like, turns to, like, go away, and, like, she, like, pushes the issue. She's like, no, come on.
She's like, come on.
And he is like, okay, and he touches, like, her side where she's bit, and she, like, winces, and she's like, no, go sit down.
Yeah, she's like, oh,
she's like, not
slow
like
down.
that. Let's go nice and slow. But she's like, lock the door. So he locks the door, goes over to the bed.
And she's, like, kind of acting a little dazed, and he's like, oh, are you drunk? Is that what this is about? Okay, I get it.
Yeah, and he touches her arm, and he's like, oh, you're really, really cold. And she's like, no, I'm not. And she, like, takes off her shirt.
Yeah, to, like,
try and seduce some more.
To be like, shut up, and,
And
like, she doesn't take it off all the way. She just, like, unbuttons it a little bit.
Yeah, and he, like, reaches over and goes, no, you're really cold. And then he sees, like, the black infection, like, spreading on her chest.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, shit. And at that point, she pulls out the knife and sticks the guy right in the fucking throat.
It was amazing.
Right in the neck.
Like, really just super graphic. It was nice.
And he starts gargling.
Yeah.
She throws a sheet over top of him, goes over to the door, takes the key out of the door and throws it, like, underneath the bed.
Yeah, so she's
like, locked in there.
She's locked in there.
Because she's, like, starting to, like, feel, like, weird.
Yeah,
and
she knows she's going to turn soon.
So she grabs the gun that the guy had. The guy took his gun, put it down on, like, the dresser.
Yeah.
Grabs that and, like, puts it in her mouth to blow her brains out.
And, like, once again, it's, like, a nice, like, she's hearing, like, the counting, like, in her memory, like, flashbacks, like... So there is a really nice sort of contrast between these two things.
Yeah, and she's like, really sad, and she says her son's name. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then you hear his voice say, don't cry, Mommy. And you realize he's under the bed. That little fucker.
Yeah, he hid under the bed. So, oh, man.
So she's like, oh, my God. She's like, keep counting. She's like, I didn't find you yet. And now she's, like, trying to get out of the room.
Yeah.
So she doesn't shoot herself in front of her kid.
Understandably.
And also, so she doesn't turn into a zombie in the room with her kid.
Yeah.
So she's trying to get out of the door. All of a sudden now she's like hallucinating,
Yeah,
and the door opens.
Yeah,
she's like back in her old living room, and like it's all nice and stuff again.
Yeah, she tries to like unlock the front door, but then the key. Well,
then the gun turns into a key. She tries to unlock the front door. Then it turns back into a gun.
Yeah, it turns into like she sees the guy she stabbed like coming towards her, so she like points the gun at him, but it's the key. And then so she tries to unlock the door, and it's a gun again. And then
now she's back in the room, and she sees the window, and she sees like the window's not boarded up at this point.
It was boarded up, but now it's not boarded up. So I thought like, oh, maybe the guy like turned into a zombie and jumped out the window or something, because we don't know how anyone turns. Like if you die, maybe you turn. Who knows?
So she attempts to jump out the window, and then she realizes it's boarded
up. It's still boarded up. She's still stuck in there.
Now the son is out from under the bed, and she's like standing there, and she's like crying and like talking to him. And then it flashes to his kind of point of view, and she's a zombie at this point. She's like standing there, like twitching, like she's a zombie.
She's got the gun to her head, and she's like gonna do it or whatever. And then and she like slowly drops it, and from her perspective, she's in her nice house with her son holding his arms out, like I love you, mommy. And so she like slowly like is trying to do it, has her finger on the trigger, starts to pull it. And then lets go, and then drops the gun, and it cuts to his perspective where, she is like this horrifying-looking zombie standing there, right? And then it cuts back to her again.
And she's like hugging him now, in her perspective, like hugging him and like talking to him, and then it just fades to black.
And she kind of like grabs him, like she's hugging him, and then grabs him real hard on the shoulder, and then it fades to black.
Yeah. So good.
So
short.
It was really good. Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
The next short...
A nice depressing...
A little strange.
Oh, yeah, what was the next one? Oh, Zombie Run.
Yeah, the next one was Zombie Run. So, this one came from...
I won't recommend this one.
Probably from one of the Asian countries.
Yeah.
I mean, not terrible. You could tell it was like kids in like high school that made it.
Yeah.
So I gotta give it...
Maybe I would recommend it.
I gotta give it to them at least that.
It's fun.
I would go check it out on YouTube.
It's like
these kids.
I think it's like
dreams.
4 minutes.
Yeah, it's like a 4-minute thing.
So
it's like these 4 Asian kids, and there's subtitles on the bottom.
So yeah.
And they come out of like an elevator, and they're
like, oh,
they're walking down the hallway.
Late? They're in their school.
They're not in their school.
We're not sure what they're doing in their school.
I have no idea.
Maybe they snuck in for whatever, like to mess around in the school, just have some fun.
But they walk down the hallway, and one of their friends is a zombie now.
Yeah, he's just like standing there, and he's like just slowly like banging against the elevator.
And they're like, oh shit.
Or lockers rather.
And they say Tam is his name. They're like, Tam, and he turns around and runs after them.
And like,
they run back into the elevator, and they hit the button, and they kind of go wherever the elevator takes them.
Yeah.
Which is honestly what most people would do at that point.
Sure.
And they end up in what looks like almost like a computer lab or like an art room.
I think it's a media center, because the sign had media center written in English.
Okay.
And also in Korean, maybe? I could in a foreign language.
So they end up in like this media center, and they're like, "Oh my god, what happened?" And one of them's like, "Oh, he's a zombie." And they're like, "Well, why are 4 of us running away from one zombie?"
Yeah.
So now they start just grabbing things.
They kind of excitedly start grabbing things. They grab the media sign, like a sign on a post. They grab a broom.
One of them has like a little sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's like
and then
a little
one has like a plastic-looking knife.
Yeah, it's like a little tiny knife. It was kind of funny.
And so now they're like, all right, now we're going to go kick this zombie's ass. And they start walking, and they find the zombie.
And the
zombie sees all 4 of them and runs away.
So they start chasing the zombie.
They're chasing the zombie around, and like slapstick, like Benny Hill style music starts playing.
As they it like fast motion, like as they chase the zombie all around, chase him down the stairs. They're like, this is weird. People chasing zombies, and the zombie's like hiding.
Yeah, zombie's like hiding at one point. Finally, they chase the zombie.
Should we say where it says Fus Roda?
The zombie's like hiding in like an art room, and up on the thing it says Fus Roda.
Which if you're a Skyrim fan, you get.
Yeah,
it was funny.
They eventually they chase the zombie down to like the parking garage, and it's the 4 of them. We're gonna kick the zombie's ass, and then all of a sudden you see a bunch of zombies.
Yeah, the zombie like turns and looks at them. Yeah.
And then it fades to black, and that's the end of it.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good enough for what it was.
Yeah, it was good.
It was a 4-minute short.
I regret saying not to watch it. Yeah, that was good.
They told a good story within the 4 minutes.
It was a good 4-minute story. A little cute, little like slapsticky, goofy around.
Yeah, you could tell it was like kids made it for like a high school project or something.
Yeah,
it was done well.
The amount of like goofy slapstick was done well, and it was done in a short period.
Yes.
So it was like not like over the top. Like okay, it's not funny anymore. Like
still better than one of our previous episodes of Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
oh yeah, much better than that.
Yeah, much better than that. I would recommend you watch this for an hour and a half.
Yeah, watch
rather than Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Watch all these shorts. Better use of your time if you like good zombies.
Next short we watched was.
How do you remember these? Do you just remember their names? Okay, the next one was The Widower.
Yeah,
also
so
by
The
Crypt
Widower,
TV.
also by Crypt TV. And this one was a real short one, about 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it starts out with like 3 rednecks and...
Well, it starts out with you see a zombie eating an animal.
Yeah, eating an animal, which we were a little excited about because we always...
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we like not just people. What else do they eat?
Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty exciting to see the zombie. It was eating like a rabbit or something.
It was so exciting, guys.
So, then it goes out and there's like a bunch of glass bottles lined up on like a stump, and 3 rednecks are out there, and then like one city boy they call him. They call him City Boy.
They shoot the bottle. They take all right. Your turn, City Boy.
And he goes up with like a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And so it's a woman, 2 guys, and the City Boy guy.
Yeah.
Who looks like McLovin from Superbad.
Yes.
And he goes up.
What a piece of shit.
And
what a piece of shit McLovin is.
he shoots the arrow. And
somebody flicks a cigarette butt on his neck as he's shooting it, so he like
shoots the arrow like up high, goes into the woods, and you hear something make a noise. Like it sounds like a person got hit with the arrow.
Yeah.
And he like freaks out, and they're like, "Well, come on, somebody's bleeding out there. We gotta go check it
We
out."
gotta go see what's happening.
And so they go into the woods, and they find he picks up, and it looks like either a military or like a prison. Like piece of like a prison like jumpsuit or a military jacket.
It had like
with like a number on it.
Yeah, like the pocket of like a military jacket with a number or
So
something.
McLovin looks at that and doesn't say anything. He just drops it on the ground.
It.
And the rest of them all kind of walk forward, and they find like a puddle of blood on the ground.
Yeah.
And there was some like blood on a tree. And then they keep walking a little bit further into the woods, and they see this woman in like a nurse's outfit, shot in like the ribs with an arrow.
And she's like laying on her side, like.
And the one guy goes up to like look at her, and she all of a sudden turns and she's a zombie.
She's like this terrifying monster.
And she tries to attack him. One of the other guys grabs the bow and arrow, shoots her right in the head.
Yeah,
like,
one
fell swoop.
One of the redneck just takes her out.
Yeah, just
which
boom.
I found weird. Not that he killed her, but the reaction of the girl was like, "You asshole." Like,
Well, I found it weird that he just shot her in the head right away without like wondering what the hell was going on.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, somebody got shot with an arrow. I imagine they might be a little pissed off and attack whoever shot at
she
them.
did look fucked up though.
She did look fucked up, but like in most zombie movies, when everybody meets that first zombie, there's always that hesitation. You don't kill it right away. You try and like, you're like, oh my god, let me help it. This guy's like, nope, boom, dead.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that was a little rash, but
But I thought the girl's reaction was weird because she was upset, but barely.
yeah, she was barely upset about it too.
If you saw your friend murder an injured person, you would like freak the fuck out. She's like, "You asshole."
Yeah, she's just like, "Yeah, you asshole."
Which
but
was
like,
weird.
I understand they're trying to tell the story in 5 minutes,
they
and
can't.
it's tough.
Yeah,
but
I just thought that was weird. She's like, "Oh, you murdered someone, you dick."
I thought it was weird they just murdered this lady out of the blue. Like, didn't try and help her at all. He's just like, "Oh, she jumped up, dead."
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we'll give it to them for having to do it in a short amount of time. Fair enough.
Then he kills this woman. Now all of a sudden, this big black guy comes running and tackles this guy to the ground and like bites him. Yeah. And like starts like bites his neck and starts like beating the crap out of him.
Oh yeah. He just I don't think he bites him. I think he just beats the shit out of him.
And then the rest of them run away.
And we should say he has got like kind of the military thing on.
He's got like a prison jumpsuit or like a military thing.
And he doesn't look like a typical zombie. He looks kind of weird and
he's got like a bunch of needles stuck in his arm and like one in his neck.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of needles stuck in him. He's got like weird like his veins are like really dark.
Yeah.
So he looks like not just like a dumb monster. Like, oh yeah, because he sees the nurse and he gets pissed.
Yeah.
And that's why he chases them down.
Yeah, because he goes over to the nurse and like he holds her and then it zooms in on his fucked up eyes.
Oh yeah.
And he remembers. Excuse me. He remembers when he was in the prison or a research facility. It says
they're experimenting on him,
and he's like bolted down to like the chair, and the nurse was the one that was like injecting him with the like poison or whatever the hell they were doing.
Whatever they were injecting.
And he broke out and bit her and turned her into a zombie.
Yeah. So I guess he was sad
I guess he was sad, and then so he chases the rest of them down. He catches the one redheaded guy and beats the shit out of this guy.
He doesn't bite him. He is just pounding his face.
Punches his face.
And the choreography was nice, where he was just beating him to death.
And in fact, after he runs away, after he beats this guy to death, they show the redhead guy's face, and his face is all like fucking swollen and shit. Like they took the time to like do good makeup on him.
It was really good actually.
And so then he chases down the other two, and they're running. It's now McLovin and the girl.
Yeah.
And they're running back to the truck.
McLovin gets in the truck.
And the girl is almost to the driver's side door, and she gets attacked by the zombie.
Pulled back by the zombie, who is now on top of her, like behind the truck, like biting her.
And he's like biting like her neck. McLovin grows a set of balls and gets out of the truck, and is like, "Hey, get out of here!" He picks up the gun that was in the back and goes to go shoot the zombie, and there's no bullets in it. So he just uses it as a club and goes, "Hey, so get out of here!"
Yeah, he like steps in front of the girl and is swinging. He's like, "Get out of here! Get out of here!" And the zombie starts backs off.
And just kind of stands there.
And he's like, he says the girl's name. He's like, "Let's go, whoever. I'm getting you out of here."
And the girl is behind him, and she grabs him by like the chin and the back of his head and snaps his fucking neck.
Yeah.
Snaps his fucking neck, and then just wanders off with the...
She goes to the other zombie.
Yeah, it goes off with the black zombie guy and just kind of wanders off into the woods.
Yeah.
And that was the end of it.
That was bizarre.
I enjoyed it.
It was cool.
I thought it was good. It was different. It wasn't a typical zombie, like Living Dead sort of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It seemed like he only wanted one zombie woman. It was weird.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, what was his kind of his thing?
There was no real motivation.
There wasn't
behind
really.
Any of this stuff.
I mean, we could speculate on it, but yeah, there wasn't really like, what is he doing? But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool.
I enjoyed it.
Unique and interesting.
I thought it was worth it, especially for only 5 minutes. It was worth the watch.
It wasn't the best of the 5 we watched, but it was fine.
The next one we watched was Waterborne.
Waterborne, yeah.
Waterborne, a kangaroo zombie movie.
I thought this was going to be stupid, which is why I was excited.
It was fantastic.
It was pretty good, yeah.
It starts out with like a redneck guy. It takes place in Australia, obviously, because there's kangaroos.
Yeah.
And so there's like a redneck.
Zoo.
I don't know if they have rednecks in Australia or what they're called, but
I don't know if they're called redneck. Yeah.
Or like a farmer guy. I don't know.
Yeah. He's a rural gentleman.
So this redneck guy,
he's just sitting by a lake.
Is sitting by a lake with like a fishing pole, and he's.
I don't think he has a fishing pole.
There's a fishing pole up against the tree.
Okay, you win.
And
podcast over.
So he's sitting on this thing.
He's got a hand rolled cigarette. He's smoking.
And it kind of shows the water while he's sitting there, and there's dead fish in the water.
Fish, yeah.
And this guy from like the environmental agency there pulls up in his truck. And he's like, "Oh, I wouldn't need anything that you catch out of this lake."
Yeah, he scoops up a little bit of water in like a test tube type thing.
Yeah, and he's like, the guy's like, "Oh, the water's not going to hurt anything." He's like, "I wouldn't need anything you caught out of this lake." And he goes, "Oh, I'm not here for the fish."
Yeah.
And he opens up his cooler, it's just filled with beer.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, no thank you, I don't want one." He goes, "I wasn't offering."
Yeah, so he's pretty cool.
And so he goes back to the truck and takes out like this sign, and he's like, "Do you know who's cutting down these signs?" And the redneck guy doesn't say anything, but he helps him like tie up the sign with like zip ties.
Yeah.
And he says to him, "No," but he's like, "I've been through droughts and rains and floods and stuff."
I've been here 63 years. I've been through all this stuff. A little water's not going to hurt
anybody.
anybody.
A little bad water's not going to hurt anybody. Then it shows the sign that says there's like dangerous algae in the water.
Yeah.
Not for human consumption.
It says like do not drink on it.
Yeah, do not drink, and it says like dangerous algae.
I don't remember it saying dangerous algae.
It does say dangerous algae.
I'm gonna look that up later. You fucking liar.
I will pull up the video
You're
right now.
Fucking liar.
It says dangerous algae.
It says do not drink.
I remember
There
it
is
says
no
dangerous
algae.
algae.
It says do not drink. There is no bad algae in here. It's totally fine. The algae's fine. If you find algae, it's fine to eat or use as a nice mask. But
That's not what it says at all. It says do not eat the algae. It says
okay, whatever.
It says so not for animal or human consumption.
Yeah.
And
it says do not drink.
So this guy gets
Nothing
in
about
there.
algae.
So this guy, I'm gonna pull up this video on this podcast so you can see that there's algae. Just to prove the point at this point.
So his sign says whatever.
So they get in the. So he gets in his
hazardous.
truck and drives away. And now it's like nighttime.
Yeah, it's like
he's driving
getting
down the road, and you see kangaroos jumping across the road, and there's a kangaroo just in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And so he stops the truck because obviously you don't want to hit a kangaroo with the
Yeah.
truck. And he like honks the horn. It doesn't do anything. And he rolls down the window. He's like, "Hey, get out of the road!" And it doesn't do anything. So then he hits a switch that says high beams.
Yeah.
And turns on the high beams, and the kangaroo kind of jumps out of the way.
Yeah.
And he's like, "All right." and goes to go like put it in gear and drive off again.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say you do see the kangaroo, so we know
You see a little bit of the kangaroo. You see like its stomach is a little red.
It's kind of like it's a puppet.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it looks like it belongs in a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought. It's like
you see that the kangaroo is covered in algae.
Yeah, no, there's no algae. He just drank the water.
The algae in the water turned him into a zombie.
No, he's got a nice face mask, and his face looks fantastic. Do they put algae in face masks?
I don't know.
I don't know. What do they put
I don't wear face masks.
Yes, you do.
So
I know all your beauty products. I've been in your bathroom.
So now he goes to go like put the truck in gear, and now the kangaroo starts ramming the side of the truck.
Yeah.
Like jumping into the window on the side of the truck.
Yeah.
And
he's like,
then you finally get a good look at like the face of the of the kangaroo.
Yeah.
And like it's all like ripped apart and like
the face is fucked
looks
up.
awesome. Looks really
cool.
good. And he's like bashing up against the window, and the guy grabs like a rifle and then grabs bullets out of the glove box.
Yeah, finally like smashes the window, so it's got its like head in there.
Yeah, so he grabs a rifle, grabs bullets, and he's trying to load it as like the kangaroo's trying to come in. And he finally gets the gun loaded, puts it up against the kangaroo's head, and blows its head off.
And blood
There's
goes
blood everywhere.
It was cool. It was good.
And so now I'm like, all right, well, that's the end of this kangaroo zombie thing. That was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah.
And he gets out of the truck to like look at it, and he has a flashlight with him.
Yeah.
Why he doesn't have the gun with him again, I don't know.
But
he gets out of the truck and goes to go like look at it with a flashlight, and then you hear jumping, kangaroo feet.
Yeah, you hear like kangaroo feet in like one side. He like looks, and then you hear behind him, and he turns around.
And then all of a sudden, one jumps from nowhere, kind of tackles him to the ground, and makes velociraptor noises from Jurassic Park.
That was weird. I don't know that it sounded like a lion or something. I don't know that they needed that.
Yeah, so like it attacks him, and now it cuts to it's morning. And the redneck farmer guy is driving his tractor, like kind of through his fields, and here comes the water guy, and he's like crawling across the ground. You don't really see what's wrong with him yet. You just see like he's crawling across the ground. His clothes are ripped up. He's kind of bloody.
Yeah, I mean, as zombie fans, we know, but you see him just crawling.
And so the farmer guy sees him and hops off his tractor. And he's like, "Hey, buddy, are you okay?" And goes over to him. And the guy, now you see like his face, his eyes are like white. Yeah, his face, he looks like a zombie.
He's all fucked up, yeah.
And he grabs the guy's arm and like pulls him in. And
starts
like, now he's gonna fuck up that guy. And then it zooms to the top of the guy's tractor.
And he's the one who's been cutting the signs off.
And he's the guy who's been cutting the signs off because he built a canopy for his tractor out of the "Do not drink the algae water" signs.
He's like, the algae's fine. Stop putting up these signs that say something about algae. So you win.
He's
No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't say anything about algae.
I am gonna pull it up, and then you're gonna look like an asshole.
Oh man. But yeah, so he's the one who's been taking the signs.
Yeah, and so it kind of ends there.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I'd watch that one again as well.
I think I enjoyed them all.
And then we watched
Dead on Arrival.
Dead on Arrival. This was my least favorite.
Yeah, this one I didn't really like.
This one I would say do not waste your time watching.
Yeah, it wasn't like terrible, but it was just kind of boring.
It was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Like just as it got to the cool part is when they cut. And I understand why.
Obviously like they're making 5-minute shorts for YouTube. They're not multi-million-dollar budgets or whatever
So like this one, it's like 3 guys. It's a white guy, and then like a younger like teenage kid, and then like a black guy.
Yeah.
And they're like in the woods, and they're like, "Oh, we got to get across this open field."
There's like an extraction point or something, or there's somewhere they got to get to.
Yeah,
or whatever.
You realize it's an extraction point later on when you see a helicopter fly.
Yeah,
by.
I like spoiled it, and then I was like, "Oh, I don't want to spoil it." But
that
who
you
cares?
don't know. Yeah, but before that you don't know what it is. He's just like, "Oh, we got to cross this field and get over there."
They're looking through their binoculars, and he sees there's like 2 zombies across the field, like right in front of him.
Yeah. So they're like, "Oh, well, can we sneak around?" And he's like, "We don't have time to do that."
There's only 2 we can get through the 2 or whatever.
And so now these 2 people come from the other side. And he's like, the young kid's like, "Oh, we have to warn him." And he's like, "No, shut the fuck up. We're not going to warn him about anything."
Yeah, there's nothing they could do because they would alert the zombies to their presence.
And so these 2 people run up like right to the zombies. And the zombies get up and they start to run after him. And now they shoot a gun. And they're like, "Oh, now we have to move now because now we're going to have all these zombies coming because of the gunshots."
So the 3, I mean, they took a little while to get moving, which I was kind of like, get moving.
So the 3 of them kind of start to run across the field, and they're all like in a line, and one zombie kind of stops and turns and looks at them. And instead of continuing to run, they all drop to their knees.
Yeah.
Why?
I think they were...
I don't know.
I think they were running low. to the ground.
Yeah, but then they like stopped completely when that zombie looked at them.
Maybe hopefully that it didn't see them or something.
They like stop, and then the zombie like looks at them and like starts running after them.
And the guy in the front has like a rifle, and he turns it, instead of shooting him, he turns it around to hit him with it.
So like they don't make the noise, so the rest of the zombies don't come after them. Yes. And the guy in the back, the black guy, takes his gun and shoots the zombie.
And he shoots
and makes all the noise. And everybody turns at him and is like, "You're an asshole."
And he realizes like, "Oh fuck, I fucked up." And so the zombies who were eating those other two people get up. The other two, get up and start running at them. So they're like, "Go, go, go!"
Yep. And so then they run. The other two guys run away. The black guy gets overwhelmed by zombies.
Yeah.
Now the original zombie that got shot by the black guy obviously wasn't even that great of a shot.
Yeah.
Jumps on the lead guy that had the rifle and kind of bites and attacks him.
He doesn't bite him, but he like spits blood in his face.
Yeah, he gets blood in his face. Well, the guy shoots him with the rifle, and all the blood kind of comes out of his face too. Yeah. After the zombie kind of spits on him.
Yeah.
So he's like covered in zombie blood.
And so he like knows like, oh, he's done for.
So he tells his friend, the kid, he's like, run into the woods, get to where we need to go. And he's like, "Hey, zombies! Over here!"
He's shooting, and then he runs out of ammo. He's like yelling to get them, and then eventually he stops and he turns, and he's become a zombie.
And while this is going on, the zombies completely ignored that guy that was yelling and followed the kid into the woods.
Yeah, why did that happen? That was so weird.
They followed the kids directly into the woods.
It seemed like the zombies kind of split, where like some went after him and some went after the kid. Like, why?
So the kid's running into the woods, and all of a sudden you hear.
They say like drop or get down.
Like, get down, and so he drops down, and there's like 3 military guys there. They start shooting the zombies, and then you hear like a bunch of noise coming from behind them, and they're like contact left, contact right, and then the short ends and goes to credits.
Yeah.
And then it kind of is like still shots.
Yeah. Kind of. What do they call that? Where it's like almost a still shot, but it's like kind of slowly moving.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a name for it. Where it's like.
You can do that picture. It's like a living picture.
Sure.
Because you can do it on iPhone. I think that's what it's called. Living picture.
So yeah, so it's kind of that where there's like them like fighting off the zombies and getting a little overwhelmed, and then they're running for the helicopter. The helicopter's taking off without them, and
then it completely ends.
And then it zooms in on the nerdy kid, and his like eyes change. Why? Did you notice that?
I didn't notice that, no.
His eyes changed like he was becoming a zombie. I don't know why.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not very good. Don't watch it.
It must have been something to do with algae that turned him into a zombie.
No. Algae turns the kangaroos into the zombies.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. It does.
Okay. So that was all...
So that was all of the shorts.
Yeah.
Now on to the movie that we originally sat down to watch.
Oh boy, this was a piece of shit.
It was called Evil Dead Inbred Rednecks.
Yes.
So presented like it was going to be like a zombie movie.
Yeah.
And we started watching it.
It was on Amazon, so this is a real movie, people.
Yeah, it's 42 minutes. It's 46 minutes long.
Which was like, oh, cool, nice. That'll be quick.
So we're like, oh, that's a nice short one. It has on IMDb, it has a 4.0 out of 10.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It has a better score than Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies.
This was trash.
The tagline is "Dumb by Dawn."
Yeah. Oh my god. This is so. That's bullshit.
And that's also what the plot summary is "Dumb by Dawn."
Yeah, it was fucking dumb.
Plot keywords:
stupid,
child molestation.
Oh jeez.
5-word title: urination, transvestite.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie was definitely a little transphobic, homophobic. You got that vibe from these characters.
So, first off, the one thing I will say is the production company is Bosoms Till Tuesday production.
Which,
boy. So we started watching it, and I was like, all right, well, like, this could be pretty funny.
Yeah, it could be goofy and funny.
Like, it's going to be, like, goofy and funny. And then this is the opening. I'm going to play a little bit of the opening for you guys. This is how the movie opens. It opens almost like with an Elvira-type character.
Yeah.
But it's a man dressed as a woman.
Yeah.
But it opens with like an Elvira-type character, like it's like a late night kind of like horror.
Like
show.
Shim is gonna.
Shim. So you have
is gonna introduce this movie.
Yeah. So if you've ever seen any of those like late night like horror shows, you got like Elvira Svengoolie is the other one that's like the big one.
So we assumed she was going to intro it, and she said also I'm going to intro it. But we assumed then it was going to be a movie, like just a shitty movie that she was just going to
talk
shit about.
Oh no, it kept intercutting with her back in it.
Yeah.
But here's a couple of here's like a minute of the beginning.
Yeah, just so you know where we're starting from.
Oh, and welcome back, you fucking idiots, to another great episode of Spooky Shit, hosted by me, your sexy pinup girl, Griselda. I'm so glad that you enjoyed last week's episode of I Spit Chew on Your Grave. I tell you what, I got another steaming pile of shit for you today. It's a real dumper. It's got bad acting, bad direction, horrible writing, and an even shittier company that released it. You're gonna love it. Everyone that I've showed it to, 3 people loved it. So anyways, this movie was made about 4 days ago. So anyway, last week I visited the Carpathian Mountains.
Right, we don't have to watch this whole thing, do we? I don't want the rest of what is about to happen.
So I wanted the rest of what was about to happen.
It's super offensive, and that's kind of the humor. It's really crude, offensive humor.
So we were like,
it was kind of funny.
We watched the beginning, and we're like, all right, like this is like a self-aware thing.
But yeah, I didn't think the movie was going to be self-aware. I thought this was just like something totally different.
Yeah, so I was like,
she's clearly part of the movie. Like,
yeah, because it opens the movie opens with 3 people or 4 people, 5 people, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
In like a minivan, and they all get out, and the main character of the movie, the fat guy, the main character of the movie, is also the guy who plays this woman. And we're like, oh well, fuck. This is all part of the same thing.
This is all very self-aware. Which sometimes
and it's like a big fat white guy in like a big black afro wig.
Yeah, he's got a big wig on. Big afro wig.
And they like go into like this house, and so like it's an Evil Dead ripoff. That's the whole shtick with this.
Yeah.
It's an Evil Dead ripoff, but like instead of like regular demons, they're like inbred redneck demons.
Yeah. So let's just list the characters. There is one like the stoner rocker dude.
There's a stoner rocker dude. He's wearing like a Ramones shirt and like a leather jacket.
He's got like really long curly hair. He's super fucking annoying.
But instead of being a stoner, he just keeps pulling food out of his
he's just
jacket.
got like shit.
He's like, oh look, a donut. And he's like, oh look, one of the things he's like, oh, is this a rat filled with Chilean spices and herbs?
Fuck? And he like pretends to eat it.
Rat?
Yeah.
And like he also drinks their piss at one point.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was one thing that I thought was funny. Like, okay, the one guy's like, I mean, all the acting is like very over the top on purpose.
Yeah.
Trying to be funny is not fucking funny. Although you enjoyed it.
I did. I will say I enjoyed parts of this movie because of how ridiculous it was.
It was, yes. I enjoyed it less. And by that I mean 0.1%. But yeah, so there's a part where he's like, the weird guy, he's like nerdy, kind of just got broke up with or whatever. There's a part where he's like yelling at something. I mean, it's annoying the way he's doing it, but he's yelling at something.
He's like, you always let me down, and like yelling at it.
Yeah, and then you realize he's talking to his dick because he's like having trouble pissing, which I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
And then the fat guy with the afro wig comes out.
It's like kind of a homophobic character.
And he's like, oh, yelling at your penis, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of a homophobic portrayal of a character, but he is straight because he's in this like couple with this girl, and they're like super horny, like aggressively horny. So he's like, oh, you're yelling at your penis, huh? And then the rocker guy comes over. What does he say?
He goes, he's like, oh, I heard 2 people yelling about their penis down here.
He's like, I couldn't help but overhear someone yelling at their own dick.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
And so then he's like, he gets a cup and collects some of the urine and then drinks it.
He's like party juice or something.
And he's like, party juice?
Yeah, like
and drinks it. And I'm like, what the fuck are we watching at this point? The one nerdy kid goes, let's have a montage to pass some time.
Yeah.
And they're like, really? We're going to do a fucking montage?
Isn't that all played out?
Yeah, we're going to do a montage.
Yeah.
And so, like, then the montage happens, and it's like him, like, turning on the water at the sink.
Yeah, he just
and he, like, looks super surprised.
He, like, looks at the camera, is turning on the water at the sink, and it's like, that's supposed to be funny. And
there's a the fat guy now has no shirt on. And he's like, running around.
He's, like, very obese, and is, like, he's got like the point is to make you watch his flopping tits. That's what the point of that is. It's so over the top. It's not. None of this is necessary.
Then it cuts back to him as the woman in the beginning with like his shirt undone, so you can see his flappy tits in that shirt.
Yeah, was that when she was in the bathroom?
No, well,
Okay,
after the
whatever.
montage, she's in the bathroom and she's like, "Get out of here, you pervs!"
Yeah,
It's like,
so
what the
weird.
fuck is this? There's somebody taking a shit during one of the scenes.
Yeah.
Like during the montage. That's one of the montage things.
I thought that was when she turned into a zombie.
That also happens.
Okay, so
there's multiple times people are taking a shit.
There's many bathroom things, and
There's a man dressed as a woman, but then keeps talking about his penis like it's a man.
Yeah, that's why, like, I don't know, this movie, or movie, I
didn't
guess.
get it.
This cinematic wonderment.
The cinematic disaster, honestly.
It was a disaster. It was like very offensive in every way.
That was the thing too. Was as we were watching this, one, they were not entirely zombies. So they find this book, and if you've ever seen Evil Dead, they have the Book of the Dead. They find this book that just has black magic written all over
written
the cover.
all over it, like, haha, isn't that funny?
They're like, oh,
It's
the
not
one
funny.
character's name is Scrotum.
Oh yeah, it's like a weird like hippie chick who's like taking pictures of everything.
Yeah, the one character's name is Scrotum, and they're like, oh, Scrotum, you used to be a goth, like, read out of the book.
Yeah.
And she's like, I used to have Ouija boards and stuff.
Yeah, but
And then the fat guy's like, I hate you and your character, Scrotum.
Oh, yeah.
He just, it's like,
That was
I hate
funny.
you
Like,
and
the
your
breaking the fourth wall
character.
is kind of funny.
He just breaks the fourth wall like, I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah. So her name is Scrotum. So it's like, this is so stupid. And like, we're kind of laughing now talking about it just because we have a fun time goofing around. This was not. I mean, you kind of thought some of it was funny. This was not funny. This was so fucking stupid.
So now they hold like a seance like with this book.
Yeah.
And you find out it's like in the book it's like these redneck like cult people.
Yeah.
And
whatever. Fuck this.
And then we gotta
movie.
We gotta finish it out to as far as we got.
All right. Fuck this. Fuck this fucking podcast. Fuck everything.
So
So, okay, I'll do it. They're reading out of this fucking book. They get in a dumb fucking circle.
They get in a dumb circle.
And she's reading, and she's like, oh, I'm getting possessed. And she's like rubbing her tits, and they're like, oh, they're trying to make our dicks hard.
Yeah,
oh,
why is the ghost trying to make our dicks hard?
That's what they're doing. And then she farts. That's this whole fucking movie.
Then she
it's just
farts.
dumb fucking crude, like, 16-year-old humor. Who the fuck was this? Who watched this movie? Why does it not have a negative rating on IMDb? Fuck this movie.
Apparently 41 people
That's too many.
think it's a 4 out of 42 people think it's a 4.0 out of 10.
That's dumb. Do we have any 10 reviews that we can read? I want to make fun of some of these fucking idiots. But yeah, so that's...
We do have 5 people voted a 10, 16 people voted a 1, so at least they're...
Can you do 0 on IMDb?
You cannot.
That's a shame. This movie fucking...
So at one point, the girl that was doing the seance goes to the bathroom, taking shit.
She like wipes and you like see like shit on the toilet.
Yeah,
paper.
it's
like,
weird.
Stop it, movie.
And then she gets possessed by a redneck.
Yeah.
Redneck demon.
She just like
and goes in the other room.
She like falls over and then gets back up and she looks different and she's got like a mullet.
She's got like a mullet and stuff. And she goes into like where the fat guy and the other woman are gonna be having sex. And bites the one guy on, like, the shoulder.
Yeah, please don't say what she said.
And yells about, do you like ventriloquists?
Yes.
Apparently rednecks really like ventriloquists.
Yeah, I think that was a stab at, who's that?
Jeff Dunham?
Jeff Dunham, yeah.
Yeah.
She says something else that's offensive that, like...
Yeah, she
I didn't know...
says some racial slurs.
Yes.
And then, do you hate racial slur? And love ventriloquism?
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
So it was like them trying to poke fun at Southerners, but it was like, that's too much movie.
So then they like go into the room.
I should say that this cast is all white.
Yeah.
So that's too much.
They
movie.
go into
Come
the
on.
main room, and now she's like fighting with people, and the one woman's like, piss on her, it's the only way to kill her.
like-
and you're like, what?
Like, it is literally, if it's like the South Park episode where they write that book that's
exactly
just
like
like trying to be super offensive.
Yeah, it's exactly like the
If you know
tale
what
of Scrody McBooger.
Yeah, exactly. It's that. It's just like saying piss and fucking shit, and like and farting and pooping and like that's it.
So she's
that's
like,
the humor.
she gets like kicked in the head, and they're like, I don't think it's that easy to kill her. And then the fat guy turns into a
Yeah,
redneck
well, it was
zombie.
and then it was like the guy who was dressed as a girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Is like the spirit went into him or whatever, or her or whatever.
The spirit goes into her, him, it, whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Zim?
Zim.
Is that it? I don't know.
Shim.
Shrim.
And it's like if Tim and Eric made a...
No, it's
made a
not.
zombie movie.
No, it's not. Tim and Eric would do a great job making a zombie movie. It's like if Tim and Eric got hit in the head with fucking baseball bats and then made a zombie movie, but also were only 11. I fucking hated this.
So then, so Shrim turns into a redneck zombie, and is like, oh, so some of the things that they're quoting that rednecks like are insane.
It's just
and
it's a lot of like incest humor.
It's like you want to blast AC/DC and eat mayonnaise sandwiches or something.
It's like I don't know.
And then the fat guy turns into like the head redneck zombie.
Yeah.
And like kidnaps the girl. He's like, I'm gonna make you my sister, mother, wife.
Yeah. He says something about his ancestors, like my brother, fathers, and my sister, mothers. Like we get it, haha. It's funny to joke about incest.
Rednecks love to bang their family members.
We get it, movie. Shut up.
So he like gets her in like a back room, and at this point we're like, this movie's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I want to turn it off. Yes. And we did, because we were like, one, it wasn't really zombies. He gets bit and he turns into a zombie, I guess.
If this movie was better, we would have been like, okay, this is close enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we kind of have a loose definition of zombie. So this was ghosts and zombies, but it was just like, I mean, you thought some of it was funny. You didn't think all of it was funny.
I didn't think all of it was funny.
Yes.
I'm
giving you a little bit of it now because I thought a little bit of it was funny.
I was gonna say, give me a little more credit.
Yes,
I didn't think all of it was funny.
Yes, you wouldn't rate it a 10 out of 10, but you thought some of it was funny. I thought a teeny tiny bit was funny.
I would rate this maybe like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd go 1.
I thought because it was kind of self-aware, that's kind of the point I enjoyed of it.
Yeah.
Was that like they knew it was a shitty bad movie.
Yeah.
So they're just like, fuck it, we'll make a shitty bad movie.
That would be fine if they were funny.
Not like, I'm gonna go back to Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies, where it was a shitty bad movie, but it wasn't self-aware that it was a shitty bad movie.
Yeah, and it was just depressing.
It was just a shitty bad depressing movie, and it was just like, oh well, they tried to make something good and it just wasn't.
It went poorly.
This was at least the franchise. Shane Douglas wasn't in this movie.
Yeah,
I gotta give that to it.
How do you fucking remember his name? Jeez.
So, just a user review real quick on IMDb.
I was just gonna say, like, Dead Alive is a bad, good, self-aware movie. I mean, good.
And I loved Dead Alive.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It's self-aware. It knows what it is. It's good. There's plenty. You can be self-aware but still be funny. You just have to be funny. You fucking bosoms till Tuesday. Fuck you. Don't make anything ever again. Go work somewhere else. Don't do this. It's bad.
He actually has a bunch of movies.
Well, I don't even want to hear him. Don't click on that link. I don't want to hear him. Fuck that. Fuck them.
He's got a bunch of movies. But
I don't want to plug them at all.
The one user review that we have, well, we've already said their title a bunch of times.
Oh, fuck them.
The one user review on IMDb is a 1 out of 10 stars. And does say, don't do it. It says, I love the Evil Dead franchise, but then I see this poor excuse for a movie, and I horribly mistake it for a comedy. No. This movie is literally something a high schooler could shoot on their iPhone.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
No.
Just stupid and cringeworthy. No clue how it has a 4.2. It's not even worth that much.
No. Yeah, that's something I thought actually during the movie. It's worse than an iPhone video. It looks like a face cam. Like like the outward facing camera is much better than the face cam. It looked like they were using the shittier camera. Like, what the fuck did they use? A flip phone? Like, this was everything about it was so bad. Oh, I hate it.
It did look like they used a flip phone to do it.
It looked bad.
Because it didn't look good. It was, like I said, there were parts of it that I laughed at.
Yeah, but like a small percentage. I don't want to make you seem like an idiot.
No. But most of it was really, really
You were
good.
laughing at how dumb it was. I just thought it was too unfunny to laugh at.
I was laughing at it because I was like, what the fuck is going on with
kind
this?
of an absurd laugh, not these jokes are landing.
And then on top of that, as we were watching it, it's like so crude that I was like, I don't know how much of this we would be able to talk about or use.
Yeah.
Because every other word is like come or...
Yeah,
it's like every
so
other word
aggressive.
is so aggressive
unneeded.
and like...
And we're not like prudes, I mean...
And don't get me wrong, I mean, if you listen to our Dead Alive podcast, every other word out of my mouth was the F word.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So,
yeah, we're not like...
I'm not against cursing and stuff, but here it was just like unneeded, and it was used to be like shocking, I guess.
Yeah.
But, like, it wasn't shocking. I was just like, this is just
we get
coming
it,
across as really dumb.
Yeah, we get it. You're 16 and you know what cum is. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, like, that's exactly what it felt like. It felt like a bunch of people that were, like, 16 years old and they got together and like, oh, let's do this movie. Obviously, they were older than that because they have a bunch of movies.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they were 16. I think they just have that sort of humor where you're an idiot and you don't have a... I should say, this week is sponsored by Bosoms Till Tuesday Productions. Check out all of their... No, we're not fucking sponsored by them.
It is not at all. I mean...
I would sponsor them, though. If they gave us good money.
If they gave me money, I mean, I'll sell that to anybody.
Bosoms Till Tuesday, get in touch with us.
Go on Twitter and
no, actually,
let's talk about it.
Don't. It would take a lot of money for me to sponsor them.
I'll watch the rest of your movies.
I don't even know how much it would take for me to fucking sponsor them.
They have... Hopefully
they don't have the money.
I just want to look at the director and the writer.
Go ahead and look at movies. I know you want to see them.
The director and the writer was also the main character in the movie. He was the fat guy.
Oh, really? They didn't have like a good director and writer?
It
was just a bunch of friends? Oh,
he has directed 36 movies.
Okay, kill yourself. You're wasting your time.
First one was in 94.
Yeah, don't kill yourself. I'll get in trouble.
Friday the 13th, Halloween Night was the first one. How Friday the 13th and Halloween Night could coincide makes no sense because Halloween's on fucking October 31st, you dumb fuck.
I didn't even think about it.
So there's that.
Oh, man.
Then he made Movira Zombie Ass Kicker.
Yeah. Don't read all 30.
All right, I'll hit on some of these ones.
Yeah.
And you'll get the idea of what kind of humor you'll find in this.
Yeah.
Anal Paprika 3.
Yeah, like who?
Menage a Death.
Mm-hmm.
Quest for the Egg Salad.
Yeah. Great. How random. It's so random and bizarre. Isn't that funny?
Wet Heat. Teen Ape Goes to Camp.
Okay, I would watch that.
Taint Light. Geek War.
Okay.
Close Encounters of the Inbred Redneck Kind. Apparently, they really like messing with the rednecks.
Yeah, they're great. I love them.
Sex Squatch. Instead of a Sasquatch, Sex Squatch.
Cool. Isn't it crazy how people have sex? That's crazy.
Mutants, Nazis, and Zombies.
Okay, that I would watch if it wasn't by them, and I saw that on Amazon. I'd be like, we gotta check that out. But
Beyond McNasty, Filthy McNasty 4. That's the fourth one that they made, because there are other Filthy McNasty movies.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried.
So they didn't just jump to number 4. They have...
It would actually be funnier if they just jumped to number 4.
They have Filthy...
They don't get comedy.
They have Filthy McNasty. That's the first one. The second one's called Filthy McNastier, Maximum Douche. And then it's Filthy McNastiest, Apocalypse Fuck.
Okay, so they fucked up by making 4 after doing Nastiest. So they're
and then it's
not only unfunny, but dumb.
Well, now it's Beyond McNasty.
Oh, okay.
The next one.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. They're so clever.
Yeah, so he's...
I hate them.
And he's married.
That's a shame.
This one's rough.
I have a feeling he's married. He's the main character. I have a feeling he's married to the girl he was like groping the whole time.
Oh god, he's in one of the movies that's on our list to watch.
Is he? Well, we're not watching it.
He didn't write it. He's an actor in it.
Okay. Do you want to say which one, or you want to just show me?
MILFs versus Zombies.
Oh, okay. That's one we saw.
Was that we saw on Amazon, and I put it on there because I was like, could be B-movie trash to watch.
Yeah.
So he is in that one now.
Well, that's off the list.
Now I'm like, well, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we have other good ones. We're not only going to do trash.
Yeah. Avoid this movie.
Yeah.
We ended up, unfortunately... Oh, damn it. He's also involved with Trauma. And now I can rant about Trauma for a minute.
Go ahead.
And the terrible fucking trash that Trauma makes.
Yeah, I don't know
People
much.
love Trauma. I don't understand why.
They make so
they make so many like shitty B movies.
I was gonna say they make so many movies. It's possible that there's good ones in there that you just haven't seen. I don't know. I don't know anything about Trauma.
I've seen a couple of like their ones that are like I've seen like a couple of the ones that people are like, oh, these are like the good ones to watch, like Toxic Avenger and stuff.
Oh yeah. Did you not like Toxic Avenger?
Hate it. Dumb.
I've never seen it, but I hear it's good. Maybe I'll check that out, or maybe not. I don't know. I got shit to do.
Well, it's once again
like B movie self-aware type stuff.
Exactly, and it's like trash for the for like the sake of trash.
Yeah.
Like they make shitty movies for the sake of making a shitty movie.
Yeah. Like if you make a shitty movie and you're self-aware of it, that's fine. But if you purposely make it stupid and shitty, it typically won't work well.
Yeah.
So just try to make like good movies. Like all these shorts we watched.
Fantastic.
Were
A lot
great.
of those shorts better. A lot of these shorts 100% better than
All these shorts are
than what we watched to start with.
But like you can make a good movie. You can make a B movie that's like, I mean, I don't know.
Troma has produced, acquired, and distributed over 1,000 films since its creation.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Here's the problem: is that they are independent films, so it's small films that guys are making.
Sure.
And I understand a lot of people put a lot of hard work into these movies.
Yeah.
But also a lot of these movies are just bullshit trash. And
it's it's hard to like kind of shit on the little guy, but sometimes the little guy doesn't need to be making a movie. Like Bosom Stills Tuesday. Till Tuesday. In my opinion, and it's strictly my opinion. Yeah.
They shouldn't have made that movie. I feel like I wasted 46 minutes or 30 minutes, however long it was, of my time watching it.
That was a waste.
And I wouldn't recommend it to people watching out there.
No, there is unless you like those like it was
If
perfect
you-
for
if-
YouTube.
If you like the Troma over the top bullshit nonsense, you'll probably like this one.
I don't even think so. I don't even know if I've seen a Troma movie, but that seems like
A lot of their
like,
movies are
different.
like in this vein.
This seemed, I don't know, man. This seemed like so. I was gonna say this seems like those shitty like YouTube kids, like the shit they do, like the ones who like some of you might like some of them, but like it's that, but like fucking turn to 11, where it is just oh man, I feel like if that's oh god
That's what Troma kind of does. So
yeah.
Maybe
Maybe if we do another Troma movie, I'll like check it out.
Like
check
I
out
said,
some of their good
kind of-
ones to see. But
That being said, one of the previous movies we did was also a Troma movie. Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies was distributed by Troma.
Right. After we watched that one, you kind of got upset that you couldn't rant about Troma.
Yeah, that I forgot that Troma was
So
involved.
it's good that we did this one and you remembered.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. Like I said, like Casey was saying, it's hard to shit on the little guy and kind of independent films. It's not like we only watch really good movies either.
Sure.
I enjoy a lot of like bad movies.
Yeah.
I can turn off my brain and I understand like, oh, this is a movie for like entertainment, and I don't have to
just
sit
like-
there and be like, oh my god, it has to be an Oscar-winning movie
like,
for me to watch it and enjoy it.
Like I only watch Charlie Kaufman movies. That's all I watch.
Exactly.
Like we can watch shit.
I can turn my brain off and be like, oh, okay, this is just a movie for pure entertainment value.
Yeah.
This movie, turning my brain off, didn't work at all.
Yeah. The only way I could watch this movie by turning my brain off was if I put a bullet through my brain. That's the only way I could turn it off enough that I could sit through this movie.
I would say if it was between this and one of our previous movies that we did not enjoy,
Any of them.
Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies, watch Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies.
Yeah, that was
over this
probably
movie.
the worst so far since this episode.
Yeah, watch that, please.
Watch it twice.
rather than
half of
this.
this.
Yeah, watch that 2 times, because that is
Or go like
Citizen Kane compared to this.
Yeah, or go like plant a fucking tree or something, or go like
Well,
I don't know,
that.
go
Don't
like
help the environment.
go like give food to the homeless. Do anything.
Don't do that.
Or
Watch zombie
or
movies.
go sit on your couch and look at the TV screen blank.
Or listen
'Cause
to
you
one of
wa-
our older podcasts. Just
Yeah, do
listen to one of those again.
Yeah, that's fine actually. Yeah. Oh, do that. Don't
do that
don't
one.
give food to the homeless. Listen to our podcast,
Listen
please.
to our podcast.
But no, like I literally would be. It would have been a better use of my time to just sit and look at the TV than to watch this because I'm actually like just furious at this movie.
It was. One, I don't know how it got on Amazon. That's the other thing I want to talk about.
Yeah, why?
How do these movies got on Amazon? If someone knows how you get a movie on Amazon, please let me know.
Yeah, because I'll make a fucking
Because
movie.
I will make a movie and
they
put it
get
on
paid?
Amazon. I would feel horrible if by watching that movie they just got money from me.
Oh no, I hope not. Oh shit. Oh no.
I didn't rent it. It was on Amazon Prime, but I hope it's not like, oh, by views you get like a penny.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't pay a penny to watch that
Maybe
movie.
we should find them and rob them. How much should you get paid a view?
It was,
Give me that.
It was not.
We won't do that.
It was not good.
No, it was bad. Do you guys get the point? It was bad. Please don't watch it.
We just spent a good half hour talking about how terrible this movie
Yeah.
was.
But yeah, actually, those shorts, we might do another shorts. We're not sure how this episode went. We might do another short episode just whenever. Who knows? because
The shorts were fun to watch.
They were good, and like even the worst ones were like still like good.
And the thing is that people can go on YouTube and they can put up a 5-minute movie that they made and put kind of their content out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's really good.
Like, and you know, if you're on YouTube, if you get enough like subscribers or viewers, like I'm sure like whatever the company is pays these people.
Exactly.
So I'm sure if you go and watch this, you're helping out these independent artists.
Yeah.
And so if you want to see a zombie thing, do that. And I actually might do that more. I don't know if I will, because if we do this, I don't want to like rewatch them.
I enjoyed watching the zombie shorts.
They were good.
They were good, and I think
I almost like the first one. I almost teared up a little bit because it was like really well done, and like they had like no time to like set up anything, but I still like felt this mother's pain. Like I'm a, you know, I have no children or anything, but like I felt this mother's pain of like having to like quickly figure out how to save her son when she's gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, one of those things of, if you listen to this podcast and you like zombie stuff, go on YouTube, check out some zombie shorts.
Yeah,
there's a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah,
even the worst, even the ones that are on the bad side are still better than some of the commercial stuff that's out there.
because it's people who care.
It's people that care and that were trying to do it. And
yeah,
if this movie, Inbred Redneck Evil Dead, whatever the hell it was called,
who cares? Fuck this.
Was on YouTube, like as like a YouTube like short thing. It was like like a 15 or 20 minute thing. It would be a little more forgivable.
Yeah, if it was 10 minutes.
Considering that this was put out on DVD at one point,
that's unforgivable. Why would they do that? I don't know. It must. Did it? I don't know. I was gonna make you look up, see how many DVDs they sold or whatever, but I don't know if we could even figure that out.
No, it didn't have any information on
Nothing
how much
on
was
that.
spent on it or anything like that.
Oh, I'll tell you how much was spent on
DVD.
it. Nothing. Or $50 for wigs and fake poo.
I think they also probably rented that cabin.
No,
because it looked like a campground cabin.
I have a feeling that is just one of their dad's cabin or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe, but then they also had like those commercial like camping barbecue grills out.
Please just don't make me think that they got paid to make this movie. Because if they had enough money to rent out a cabin, that's too much. Maybe they rented it out for a holiday and they were like, let's shoot this movie.
I was gonna say what they probably did.
Although you said that guy made like 30 movies, so he must be getting paid. Oh my god.
He's made a bunch of movies.
Fuck. What am I doing with my life? I could just live Twitch stream myself taking shits and I'll fucking make more money.
Probably.
Oh boy. Cool society we live in. Man, I can't wait for the heat death of the universe.
This movie has made Casey lose all faith in humanity, apparently.
Yeah, a little bit.
But not me so much. So, I guess it's time for the plugs.
Yeah. I don't even feel like we deserve to give out plugs for even talking about this movie.
Give us a listen on iTunes, Stitcher. We're on Google Play. Search Zomboys.
Yeah.
On any of those, and we'll pop right up. Give us a subscribe, a listen, give us a rate.
Yeah, the likes help apparently.
Yeah,
don't
give
know,
us some
don't know
likes.
how, but yeah, get us out there. Tell your friends, all that crap.
Get us out there if you enjoy zombie stuff and you have friends that enjoy zombie stuff. Pass our stuff around.
If you have any other than Toxic Avenger, which I might check out, if you know any really good trauma movies that you like, tweet them at the Zomboys and I might check them out.
I will not, because I have already made up my opinion on trauma.
I don't have an opinion yet, so tweet at me like some of their best stuff and maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, that's at ZomboysPod. You know, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AKCLynch.
Follow me on Instagram at MOlsve.
And my Etsy shop, as you know, is etsy.com/shop/KCLynchStudio. All this is in the bio.
I was going to say, all this stuff is right down below the episode in the bio.
That's why I'm blowing through it. I feel like I didn't even deserve to try to plug that.
It's probably easier for you guys to just find it there rather than trying to
just
figure everything out.
Just click on that read full description thing.
We'll be back with you guys next week. We'll have something better, I swear.
Yes,
I swear, it'll be something better.
It'll be better.
It'll be a better movie.
Anything will be better.
Yeah, it'll be a better movie.
Yeah.
Something that we're definitely a little more passionate about. Well, at least more passionate about liking rather than passionate about hating.
Yeah.
This one, we are passionate on the flip side of it.
Very passionate. Jeez. I have like a dead stare. I'm angry. All right, everybody. Let's leave on a cheery note. A cheery voice, at least. I'll pretend to be not fucking murderous and angry. All right, everybody. That was this week's episode of Zomboys. And don't forget, aim for the head. Yeehaw!
You have to throw the yeehaw in there, huh?
Yeah, of course.
All right, I like it. One more quick thing, guys. Woo! I
right.
was right.
Yeah, he was. He won.
I pulled up the YouTube video, and on the sign for Waterborne, it says, health warning, do not drink the water. Harmful algae present in the water. Contact may cause serious harm to humans and animals.
So
Harmful algae.
What a great
don't
way.
Put it on your face.
What a great ending for me.
I win. I win. I win.
Bye.